Welcome to Krishn Marg, your spiritual home, your sacred companion, and your divine space where ancient wisdom meets modern life, where timeless truth becomes daily inspiration, and where the teachings of Lord Krishna guide us step by step, moment by moment, and breath by breath into a life of clarity, courage, peace, purpose, devotion, and inner transformation. Today's powerful topic is Bhagavad Gita Daily Inspiration, and in this deeply meaningful message, we will explore how the Gita is not just a holy scripture, but a living energy, a source of guidance, a constant teacher, and a divine mirror that reflects your highest potential every single day. Before we go deeper, I want to say with heartfelt gratitude, if our effort, our sincerity, and our spiritual mission touch your heart, please support us by subscribing to Krishn Marg and sharing your thoughts in the comments, because your one small action encourages us to continue walking on this sacred path of spreading truth, light, and devotion. Now, let us begin. The Bhagavad Gita is not a book you read once. It is a book that breathes with you, grows with you, and evolves with your soul. Every verse, every teaching, every word of Krishna is like a lamp that removes darkness from the heart and like a weapon that destroys the enemies hidden inside us. Fear, doubt, confusion, laziness, attachment, ego, anger, overthinking, insecurity, and emotional pain. And what is daily inspiration? It is the energy that keeps you moving even when you feel stuck, the strength that keeps you standing even when you feel weak, the light that keeps you hopeful even when everything feels dark, and the truth that keeps you aligned even when the world tries to shake you. Krishna tells Arjuna that life itself is a battlefield, a Kurukshetra, where every day you must fight not with others, but with yourself. The world outside is not your true opponent. The true battle is internal, a battle against your weaknesses, your illusions, your fears, your emotional attachments, and your restless mind. Daily inspiration from the Gita means waking up every morning with the intention to win this inner battle. Krishna teaches that the mind is your greatest friend when trained, and your greatest enemy when untrained. Every day when you wake up, your mind creates thoughts, some positive, some negative, some empowering, some destructive. Daily inspiration means learning to choose the right thoughts, nurture them, and act on them. Most suffering comes not from life, but from the mind's interpretation of life. Krishna says clearly, "He who has conquered his mind has conquered the whole world." When you take even one Gita teaching and apply it for one day, you begin to feel a shift inside your heart. Your thoughts become calmer, your reactions become softer, your speech becomes wiser, your decisions become clearer, and your life becomes more peaceful. Now imagine applying one Gita, teaching not for one day, but for your entire life. Imagine what kind of person you would become. You would become unshakable, unstoppable, fearless, compassionate, wise, strong, disciplined, and enlightened. The Gita teaches that your greatest power is your inner stability, your ability to remain calm in chaos, balanced in conflict, peaceful in pressure, and centered in confusion. This is what Krishna teaches Arjuna on the battlefield, not how to fight with weapons, but how to fight with wisdom. And that is exactly what we need today. In this modern world full of stress, expectations, deadlines, pressure, competition, heartbreaks, misunderstandings, and emotional imbalances, the Gita becomes your anchor, your shield, your guide, and your path. Daily inspiration from the Gita means remembering that you are stronger than your fears, you are bigger than your problems, you are deeper than your pain, you are higher than your circumstances, you are more powerful than your doubts, you are more sacred than your mistakes, your soul is eternal, pure, indestructible, untouchable, and divine. Krishna says, The soul is never born and never dies. This one truth is enough to shatter fear and awaken courage. Daily inspiration means trusting the divine plan even when you don't understand it. Krishna teaches that life unfolds exactly as it must, according to karma, timing, righteousness, and the highest good of your soul. Sometimes the path looks difficult because your soul is growing. Sometimes life breaks you so it can rebuild you stronger. Sometimes people leave so your destiny can enter. Sometimes challenges appear so your inner warrior awakens. Sometimes delays happen because the divine is preparing something better. Daily inspiration means accepting this truth. Everything happens for your growth, not your destruction. Krishna teaches detachment, not running away from life, but remaining steady within life. Detachment means doing your duty with full effort, full sincerity, full dedication, but without anxiety about the results. This teaching is the heart of the Gita. You have the right to perform your actions, but not to the fruits. When you detach from outcomes, your fear drops, your stress dissolves, your confidence rises, and your actions become powerful because your mind is free. Most people suffer because they work with expectation, not devotion. When you expect, your mind is restless. When you offer your actions to the divine, your heart is peaceful. Daily inspiration from the Gita means converting every action into worship. Whether you're studying, working, cooking, helping your family, building your career, healing from pain, or trying to improve yourself, do it with devotion. When your intention is pure, your path becomes blessed. Krishna teaches discipline, because without discipline, even the greatest wisdom is useless. A person who knows what to do but does not do it suffers the most. Daily inspiration means taking small, disciplined steps every day. Even 1% daily growth becomes 37 times growth in a year. Every day you can practice 1 moment of patience, 1 moment of clarity, 1 moment of kindness, 1 moment of gratitude, 1 moment of mindfulness, 1 moment of courage, 1 moment of honesty, 1 moment of detachment, 1 moment of devotion. These small moments shape your destiny. The Gita teaches that your thoughts create your actions create your habits create your character, and your character creates your destiny. So if you want to change your life, start by changing your thoughts. Krishna teaches awareness, the ability to observe your own mind. When you watch your thoughts without judgment, they lose their power to control you. You become the master, not the servant. Daily inspiration means being aware. When your mind tries to scare you, when your ego tries to control you, when your emotions try to overwhelm you, when your doubts try to weaken you, when your anger tries to burn you, when your desires try to pull you, when your illusions try to mislead you, awareness turns darkness into light. The Gita teaches surrender. Surrender not to weakness, but to wisdom. Surrender means trusting that Krishna is guiding your path, protecting your soul, and carrying your burdens. When Arjuna surrendered, his confusion ended. When you surrender, your inner conflict ends. Krishna teaches courage, the courage to face truth, to face pain, to face responsibilities, to face mistakes, to face uncertainty, to face change. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to move forward despite fear. The Gita teaches balance, balance of emotions, balance of actions, balance of speech, balance of thoughts. When your emotions are balanced, your relationships improve. When your actions are balanced, your career improves. When your thoughts are balanced, your peace improves. When your desires are balanced, your life improves. Krishna teaches selfless service, the joy of giving without expecting anything in return. When you give love, it returns multiplied. When you give kindness, it heals you first. When you give support, the universe supports you. When you help others rise, you rise automatically. Daily inspiration from the Gita means building a life of purpose. Purpose does not mean doing big things. It means doing meaningful things. A meaningful life is lived through sincerity, compassion, courage, discipline, awareness, truthfulness, and devotion. The Gita teaches that your life becomes divine when your actions become pure. Krishna teaches that the world outside will always change, but when the world inside becomes stable, no external storm can disturb you. Daily inspiration means reminding yourself, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the emotions, I am the eternal soul. When this truth settles in your heart, you become fearless. Fear of loss disappears. Fear of failure disappears. Fear of rejection disappears. Fear of death disappears. You begin to live fully, love deeply, act boldly, and walk courageously. The Gita teaches that relationships become beautiful when rooted in love, not attachment. Attachment creates fear. Love creates freedom. Attachment creates expectations. Love creates acceptance. Attachment creates pain. Love creates healing. Daily inspiration means loving without losing yourself. Krishna teaches that whenever you feel confused, come back to your duty. Whenever you feel weak, come back to your truth. Whenever you feel burdened, come back to your breath. Whenever you feel lost, come back to your soul. The Gita teaches gratitude, the ability to appreciate life as it is. Gratitude opens the heart. Gratitude dissolves negativity. Gratitude connects you with the divine. Daily inspiration means being grateful for your breath, your life, your lessons, your opportunities, your strengths, and even your challenges. Because challenges are what shape your soul. Krishna teaches resilience, the ability to rise every time you fall. The Gita teaches that falling is not failure, stopping is failure. As long as you keep moving, you grow. Just as Krishna lifted Arjuna every time he hesitated, he is ready to lift you too. Daily inspiration means remembering that the divine walks with you, even when you cannot see him. Krishna teaches that everything you seek, peace, happiness, clarity, purpose, already lives within you. The outer world is temporary. The inner world is eternal. Daily inspiration is choosing inner peace over outer noise. True success is not defeating others, but conquering yourself, your mind, senses, desires, and emotions. When you master yourself, destiny bows before you. Daily inspiration means living with truth. Truth in thought, word, intention, and action. A truthful heart walks a clear path. Krishna teaches humility, the strength to know you are part of the divine plan, not the center of the universe. Ego blocks blessings. Humility invites grace. Daily inspiration means living with a soft heart and a strong mind. Life becomes meaningful when lived with awareness and devotion. When everything you do becomes worship, your study, your work, your responsibilities, even your struggles, life becomes lighter and divine. Stress dissolves with surrender. Fear dissolves with faith. Confusion dissolves with clarity. Darkness dissolves with light. Krishna is that light, and the Gita is the lamp. Daily inspiration means carrying that lamp every day. Before we end, I speak from my heart. If this message touched your soul, please subscribe to Krishn Marg. Your support keeps this spiritual flame alive. Like, comment, and share how the Gita inspires you. May Lord Krishna bless you with peace, clarity, courage, devotion, and divine guidance every day. Remember, the Bhagavad Gita is not just a scripture. It is a daily companion, a teacher, a friend, and a mirror that shows you your true self. Carry it in your heart and let it guide your life.